Hello, my friends. I got a question recently and I thought it would make a great YouTube video, so here I am. Someone recently asked me a question that I think we all want to know. They said, where can one find the roadmap to life? Ugh, if only, right? We could just follow it, do what it says to do, and everything would work out perfectly, right? Well, there actually is a roadmap to life, and it's called your internal GPS. Well, that's what I call it. That's what a few people call it. I'm sure there are many other names. Higher wisdom, your higher self, connecting to source, blah, blah, blah. But I actually think it's pretty darn easy to understand how to access the roadmap. It's just the practice of it can be a little more difficult. It requires practice. So here it is. I'm going to lay it out for you. Number one, slow down. Most of us need to slow down. Most of us are running a mile a minute, multitasking. Slow down. Focus on one thing at a time. Work on your monkey brain if you have to. If you have constant thoughts coming at you 24/7, I think the statistic is 60,000 thoughts a day for the average person. Just slow down. First, start with your breathing. The slower your breath, the slower your thoughts. Meditation is wonderful because that is actually practice on being able to focus. That's all meditation is really, is just enhancing your focus muscle. And so thoughts come into your head, and you let them pass by like clouds, whatever. Oh, there it is. But I'm observing it. I'm not connected to it. I'm not identifying with it. And once you are able to slow things down enough that you're more in control of your thoughts than your thoughts controlling you, then you can kind of access that place deep inside. It's when you feel connected and joyful and excited. Your internal guidance is always going to feel like a great idea. You know, something pops in your head and you're like, oh, I should do that. That's a good idea. Why did I never think of that before? It's because you're in that place where you can access the information. Now, here's the thing. It's not like a true GPS where you see the whole path ahead of you. You just have to know where you want to go. And like Martin Luther King Jr. said, you don't need to see the whole staircase. You just need to see the next step. So you get to that quiet place within. You get to the place where you feel connected and joyful and safe. And then the next step will appear. And then when you're ready, the next step will appear, and the next step, and the next step. And if you always just point yourself toward what's important and valuable and exciting and joyful to you, no matter what other people say about what you should and shouldn't do, that's important. As long as you're always thinking, you know, what would really fill me up right now? What would make me feel my best? When you get those thoughts that come, even if they're a little scary, say, well, you know what, maybe I'm going to follow this and see where it takes me. And then step by step by step, eventually you get where you want to go, but you also have the most joyful ride possible. I think it was Kierkegaard who said, life must be lived forwards, but can only be understood backwards, which is so true. Hindsight's 20/20, blah, blah, blah. So it's really just a matter of trusting that everything's going to work out for you. The more you trust, the more everything does work out for you. Take it step by step. Don't worry about the end result. Just try to make the most of every step you can. One of my favorite quotes that I've been really loving lately is, take the best and leave the rest. Whatever's in front of you, make the best of it. And we're so focused on getting to some destination. Sorry, there are bugs everywhere. But it is a beautiful day, so it's all good. Just take the next step. Whatever not seems right mentally, but what feels right, what calls to you. One time, this is probably a silly example, but one time I was at Target. I was talking to this girl at the register. It was a rainy day, and I never really use an umbrella anyway because it's like a sprinkle here in California. It's more trouble to use an umbrella than it is to just get wet. So I had my little mini umbrella with me, the kind that folds up all small. I don't even know why I brought it. I didn't need it. I got it free sometime at a makeup counter, and she was complaining how she didn't have an umbrella. And now that I think about it, maybe it was because she had to walk home or something. And in the moment, I had this idea, you know what? I should give her my umbrella. And then I second guessed myself, and I was like, oh, well, I mean, she probably doesn't want my umbrella, and why should I? And that's kind of weird, check her at a Target, all these thoughts. And so I didn't do it. And you know what? Still to this day, years later, I think about, I really wish I had just given her the umbrella. I didn't need it. She did. That's perfect outcome, in my opinion. Don't worry about what's coming next, the why behind everything. Try to operate by feel. And the more you do that, the more you just lean into what feels good, the more you just listen to those little bouts of inspiration that come at you, the more you trust, the more life gets so freaking wonderful. So what's the roadmap to life? Well, number one, it's very individual. You could take multiple pathways and still have them be brilliantly joyful and get you to the same place that probably you were destined to get to anyway. But you're going to enjoy the ride the most if you can just let go, unclench, trust that everything's working out exactly as it should, take it one step at a time, and listen to those inner nudgings. If it seems like negative, critical, or like it's coming straight from your head, don't listen to that one so much. If it feels like it's coming from your heart, or it feels like exciting or like a genius idea, maybe try it. You know, I don't know what would have happened if I'd given her my umbrella. Maybe that would have led me to some other amazing experience. I don't know. So now I do. I don't let those moments pass me by anymore. Number one, just have fun with it. Try to enjoy your life because, you know, they say we only live once. I actually don't believe that, but this is where we are. We're here and now, so why not enjoy it, right? So listen to that internal GPS. Who knows where it might take you. Much love.